Happy Sunday. Just uploaded my easy way to get electricity in your van video. Fresh upload. Doesn't even have a like yet. So check that one out. So when I was editing that video, I went back to my Amazon page so I could share the products I used in that video. And I noticed there's a sale on Enginstar. So this Enginstar, you could use 300 watts max at once, and it has a 296 watt hour reserve. The one I have is 150 watt max at once and 155 watt hours. So this is like double the output and double the reserve capacity, and it's only 159 right now with $30 off coupon. So just a heads up, that's a really good deal on power stations if you want one of these. I don't know the durability on these though. Seems like it has a decent rating, but in comparison, the most popular brand that everyone has is a Jackery. And when you look at it, $300, there is a coupon for 30 off. Same capacity basically. So just a heads up if you want one of these things. And in my opinion, they're a little pricey. I like the traditional solar more, and I will talk about that in the next video, why I prefer the more complicated, traditional solar, meaning panel, charge controller, battery, and power inverter. This is basically an electricity kit. So you got your battery, your power plugs, all in one unit, and then you have to choose the way you want to charge it. You could use 12 volt household plug or solar. These are nice for the convenience, and they are expensive. Jackeries are expensive, but this one's like half the price and the same capacity as a Jackery Enginstar. I'm not sure the longevity, so it's it's a heads up if you want to try one of these out. That's cheap, man. That's a good deal for that much capacity. So 296 watt hours. That means if you ran, let's say, just round it up to 300, you could run 300 watts at once. So basically you could run 300 watts for 1 hour. So if you run 10 watts, do the math, what's that, 30 hours? You could run a 10 watt accessory for 30 hours with this sort of capacity. So that's what watt hours means. So that's not a bad capacity. I think solar is better. Like the traditional way of solar in your van is more value for the money, but that's not bad right there. Good morning, muscle kid. So, to talk about yesterday's topic a little more on these power stations, since there's a good sale right now. So this is my Enginstar, the one I shared with you guys. I did not see that sale, so I put this on my Amazon wish list. My girlfriend asked me to do an Amazon wish list so she knows what to buy me. So this is the 150 watt hour capacity with the 150 watt max. So that Enginstar I shared with you guys is double the output and reserve capacity of this Enginstar. And like I said, that's a really good deal. So I can't speak on the durability of these because I think it's a newer company, but the one I shared with you guys is basically a Jackery, like a Jackery 300 in capacity for half the price. So just throwing that out there. If you don't have electricity in your van yet and you want to go the easy way of electricity, here's my other power station. It's a Westinghouse. So it looks like Jackery and Westinghouse are the OG brands when it comes to these power stations. So I've had this for 2 years now. So this one has been very durable. I use this one all the time. So like I said, I can't speak on the durability of this. I'm tempted to get the other one now. Just, you could never have too much electricity when you go camping, and I'm tempted to order that one because the more electricity the better. So let me show you guys a quick demo on output capacity. I'm running 22 watts right now on this Enginstar. It has 150 watt hour capacity. So that means if I ran 20 watts for 10 hours, that would be 200 watt hours, which is more than the 150, so 10 hours. So this will run 6-7 hours off of 20 watts. So that's what watt hours means if you're new to solar. And I'm just running my retro console on my Vizio TV. This TV is 10 years old. It was in my last van build, so shout out to Vizio. Electronics are disposable these days, so that's really impressive that this thing still actually works. So that's what's running about 20 watts right now, my TV and my Turbo Mini. So yeah, I believe this was 110 when I put it on my Amazon wish list, and that double capacity Enginstar is like 30-40 bucks more. So yeah, great deal if you want to get one of these power stations. That's a decent amount of capacity, 300 watt hours. So just wanted to share that with you guys. If you missed yesterday's video, I talk about my job a little bit. I'm just so underappreciated there that I don't even want to volunteer on my days off anymore. I have goals in life. You know, I like making my money, but man, when you're just so underappreciated, like, you just don't want to be there no more. So I'm going to work on video requests, man. So if you have video requests, instead of working on my days off, I'm going to work on my YouTube channel and enjoy my life, man. So I'm looking forward to enjoying my van build, man. So video requests I got, the reason why I've been doing solar videos is because Alabama Outdoors, he requested that I talk about solar more, and that's what I'm doing on my day off. So there's a little talk about power stations. I will elaborate more on why I prefer the traditional solar more. So solar charge controller, this wire going up is going into the panel. This wire going down is going into the battery. And what I was talking about earlier, so that Enginstar power station that's on sale right now, it has 300 watt hours of capacity. The battery I have in here is a Harbor Freight battery. It was like $70, I believe, and that has 420 watt hours of reserve capacity. So a lot more reserve capacity than that for sale Enginstar I showed you guys. And with the charge controller and panel, so the battery's 70, the panel cost me 100, that's 170, plus the power inverter, that's about 210. So for 210, you have 420 watt hours of battery capacity. So, you know, that's why I prefer the traditional solar more. It's more complex, it's not portable. Like with these, you could take them anywhere, you know, you could put them in your backpack. But in terms of like being in your van or truck and camping in your vehicle, this is the way to go. You get way more capacity potential. I could always hook up multiple batteries together and double my capacity every time. Like if I want to spend more money on batteries, like if I do 2 Harbor Freight batteries, that's 840 watt hours of power that I have. So you could add the power very easily when you're running a traditional solar panel, so, or solar system. So yeah, this is gonna go on my roof. This one will be dedicated to keeping this charged up. The only thing I don't like about this Enginstar is you cannot charge and use the bigger power, like the household power, at once. You could use USB power while it's charging, but you can't use household plugs while it's charging. The Westinghouse, you could do that. The Westinghouse could receive a charge and use all power outlets. This one only allows you to use the USB while it's charging. So maybe the bigger one will allow it. Like I said, I'm tempted to try it out now. You could never have too much electricity. My plan is to have my van rear lockered by the Lone Pine Van Meet. Got myself a U-joint diff cover with fill and drain.